What is going on, everybody? And I told you by Tuesday night, your boy's voice will be back. We are here to go over the all 22. It should be a good one. I heard from a little bird that there's a couple people out there calling a bunch of bull crap on this all 22. How you feel about it, LB?
Listen, we're here to talk about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Listen, we all know what the score was, but we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes, and we're really gonna look at some of these players from a different angle because we was there enjoying the moment. But let's really look at what's transpired. So let's get into it.
Facts. Real quick, before we even get into it, CJ Moten with the $2 super chat. He said, I still love Wentz and I don't care. Well, listen, I loved Wentz's performance last Sunday because it helped out our bird. So, I mean, that's as far as I'm going to go in the love department with my ex-quarterback. I am falling head over heels for my new quarterback's play. And if you're not, something's wrong with you because right now, Lamar Jackson, Tua, Hurts, Allen, they're the guys you got to be talking about when it comes to MVP so far this season. But we're going to talk about this game. That's the most important. We got the Jags next. Let's hit the play button and get this going. So, of course, they're going to start with the opening kick. We don't really need to see all of that. Let's get rid of that. So right here, they're going to start the ball at the 25. Carson Wentz under center. They try to hand off to the wide receiver. They get away with a little something.
Yeah, that was, that was a little good play. I thought we was going to have a little hard time containing the edge when I saw that first play, but, that was just a little flash in the pan.
Yeah, they want to do some trickery. But again, that's the respect they have for this defense because when you open up the game with some trickery, you're trying to, catch them off guard because you know what they can do.
Exactly. They were trying to keep us away from the middle and the interior. So they were trying to use some, deception. But, I think if they would have stuck with that, they would have been okay.
Facts. You got Carson Wentz dropping back, little quick pass, and that is deflected by Jordan Davis. Let's look at that again real quick. The initial pressure from Jordan Davis. So again, he's here playing in the middle. You got Reddick, Fletch, Davis, Hargrave, and Sweat. Pretty wide, but just watch Davis beats the man 1-on-1, and he gets the deflection.
Ball. That was almost a sack.
Yeah,
got that big paw up there, smack that down. That's what we got him for. Interior pressure.
Yeah, and Reddick stole one of his sacks. There we bring 5 men. A little dump off. Carson Wentz. This is the one time he gets the ball out fast because he held the ball a lot. 9 sacks. We'll show you that. Look at Reddick.
Reddick was a man possessed, man, in this game, man. Listen, man, pressure bust pipes. I don't know what was the dude Dan Sileo talking about Reddick. So he said something about Reddick, something that I read, but man, Reddick is definitely one of them ones, man. Another sack right there on Carson Wentz. I'm not sure who that was that got the first sack. That was Josh Sweat, who also really had a really strong game.
Yeah, really strong game. A sack and a half for him as well. Look, that Sweat. That was one of them where it goes. It's going to be credited to Sweat. Credited to Fletch, maybe even Reddick got a little piece of that, but it's just the impact that one guy makes, and then the group just rallied to the ball.
Right, it was definitely a group effort. It was definitely a party at the quarterback this past Sunday, and it's going to continue for the rest of this all 22. You know what I mean? It's going to continue. Is this the one where they had Devonte Smith in coverage? Hated it. No, that wasn't Smitty right there. Nah. That was
Nick Sirianni spoke about that a little bit. He said that was to try to get a spark. So I think it's like the third possession because we couldn't really get nothing. And kudos to Washington because they shut down the run game. I think we kind of got away from it. I really want to watch what we did in the run game because like right there's a first sign. They clogged it up pretty quick.
Right.
They tried to pull Mulata, but it didn't work.
You can see the contain that they're also trying to play with Jalen Hurts. So their game plan, to me, in my opinion, was to not let Jalen Hurts beat them with their legs. Make him beat him with the arm, and he had no problem doing that today. The whole misconception that, these guys had Jalen Hurts' number early in this game, I wouldn't go that far. But, we adjusted and we started doing what worked for us. Early on, you knew Jalen Hurts was going to use his wide receivers, though.
And right there, we get a pass interference on the play. Big-time play right there. As you see Quez beating his man real quick. Let's look at that play real quick. Jalen just lobs it out there. When you got someone like Quez, I'd rather you put a little bit more on that because if he doesn't get held, he might run underneath it. dropping back. He's just going to air it out.
No,
look,
I think I think he didn't get underneath it because he got held. It was far. Correct. It was out there far enough, but that's the pressure that Quez puts on opposition. Though.
Yep. Look, they try to bring a little stunt. He lobs it up, and again, 37 had to hold, or that would have been 6.
Would have been. The timing of Jalen Hurts was impeccable this game. The anticipation, everything, the posture.
This is probably one of the better runs of the day for Miles Sanders. He gets to the outside, able to find a hole. Let's see who pulls. That's a 12-man personnel in there, 2 tight end set. They're going to hand it to Sanders. They got Dickerson and Kelsey pulling.
Oh, they got 2 people pulling. That's a lot. That's a good play. I think we should use that more.
Yeah, look at that real quick. Just a hole that is created here. Look, Kelsey and Dickerson. So Kelsey bounces off the one dude, and right there. So the wall between Kelsey and Dickerson, Miles finds it, exploits it. You got Stahl up there, Mulata's here. So some good movement by the O-line. Again, that was one of our better ones.
If people would have held their blocks just a little stronger. It looked like it was a nice little alley there.
A.J. Brown in motion. Sanders up the middle.
Go back. Look how much attention he commands in motion after the snap. That's just crazy. He's in motion. Look how many people are just aware on that side rallying.
Yeah.
That's the effect that having a true number 1 wide receiver can give you.
And I heard that we are the only trio of wide receivers, meaning Brown, actually the 3 Batmans, I should just say, that have a 45-plus yard catch. Each one has at least a 45-plus yard catch. The only trio in the NFL to have that. Who
throwing the ball to them? Noodle arm making that happen?
Noodle arm, right?
Right.
That was a good deflection by Washington on that play. I think he was trying to hit AJ on the slant. Dickerson got beat off the ball on that one, just straight up. It is what it is, though. You know, it happens.
Again, who's that? Gainwell in motion?
Yeah. Quick pass, Devonte, midfield.
You know what I'm realizing, Mike? I don't even think we got into our full trick bag of plays, if you want to be honest.
Nah, not at all. Like I said, I think, what I really want to see is when I'm going to be pressed now. Again, Minnesota, Detroit, Minnesota, it was like 2 games. Now it's the 3rd game. I really want to see the game plan switch in the second half. Jalen Hurts rolling out to his right. This is that pass. He lets it out there. And just to give Quez a chance,
I think that could have been 6. I think that could have been a better ball.
Let's see on this side. Look, the blitz, though. He gets a free blitzer, and he's able to escape.
Right.
Yeah, he got to put that out there.
You got to remember, Mike, that's our end zone where we were sitting at.
Yeah. That was coming towards us. Look at this, though.
I'm standing up like, oh, that's 6. Look, he got his hand up.
Yeah, so look, Jalen definitely throws it awkward. Like, he don't normally come out. Look at this. Look at this. Now, normally he's done this before, but like, I don't know. His legs are pretty crossed.
I think he didn't know where Quez was going to go. I think he didn't know whether to lead him up the field or to throw to the sideline on that one.
Yeah. And again, still real quick before we go away from that, because we'll skip that. Again, free blitzer rolls out. Quez gets a hand on it. He does throw it to the sideline.
Yeah.
Quez gets a hand on that. A little touchy-feely by number 25, but it's clean. Just got to try to bring that in. But if we're grading the ball, it could have been better there. But that's one that you just chalk up to. It was a broken play to begin with. That was made by his legs.
It's not like he made a poor throw with his feet set. He's on the run, running from people while he's throwing that ball.
We got a pump from the Eagles. Wentz starts at the 20 under center. Fakes the handoff. Back down goes Frazier.
Wentz is trash, bro. A lot of it really ain't his fault sometimes, but a lot of it is his fault a lot of the time, man. Come on, you can't feel none of that pressure. Like, that's Cox, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Fletch, one-on-one coverage. And look, honestly, you see what I'm circling, right? Like right here, he should know that he has his running back in the flats because he called the play. The play's in. Now, of course, he's kind of like skipping out of there, a little contact. But right here is if you do one of them little lobs, the same way that Jalen Hurts threw it to Gainwell at the end of the Vikings game where it got picked. You just got to lob that up and let him catch it there. He got some room to run, but he holds it. Boom. I mean, he had him in the flats. Would that have been a big gain? No, but it wouldn't have been negative yards for Carson.
It wouldn't have been a sack, yeah.
But I ain't complaining for sure.
You know, he gonna hold that egg till it hatch. That's what he do.
Yeah. Double check the chat if there's any, because I can't really see the super chats if there's any. I'm not saying there was. I have no idea. To be honest.
Okay, yeah. I
got like half of it pulled up, but that's it. Carson dropping back. Oh,
shout
this
out
is the play.
Mark Walls. My guy Mark Walls said, "Hey LB, when I get my hurt season hat, I need you to sign it for me, my guy. I got you, bro. I got you. Thank you for the super chat, brother."
Big facts. Yeah, you need that signature. But look, this is the play I broke down in my earlier video. I did the video last night where my voice was still messed up. Like, real quick, I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but look at this. This is one where we do a wrinkle. I should say an exotic wrinkle in here because we definitely show right here that we are playing, you know, you could be playing anything. You could be playing quarters, but it looks to be like we're playing zone right here, right? You got Gardner Johnson in the box. You got Slay on him. You got two defenders here for their three defenders, right?
Right.
Crowd in the right side, and look how wide Josh Sweat is, right? What I want you to see is watch TJ Edwards, who looks like he's blitzing, but he's really watching a running back. CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to drop back into cover one. Epps is going to play the guy closest to the formation, and because that's a long way to go, they're going to drop in cover one. You always have one linebacker in the middle playing the zone. That's where Kaiser White's going to be right here to help out on the underneath route until Marcus Epps gets there. But it's a total switch. Watch Edwards, White, and Gardner-Johnson break as he motions. And it confused him because Wentz wants to look right. There's nothing right. By the time he comes back, it's a sack.
Right.
A little confusion.
Exotic.
It's
very exotic.
I like it. Like I said, it's just something where, look, they all bail out and go to their thing. So definitely weren't showing man cover one on that play. And I like it. You don't got to do that all the time because it could confuse the defense at time, and we can have a big play happen to us. But you got to throw them in there every once in a while.
We beat a lot of these guys offensive linemen with just one guy. We didn't send a lot of blitzes. Like our defensive tackles were just able to use moves and technique to just get past a lot of these guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, like even on a play we just talked about, it looked like we were setting 5, but we pulled out of that. That was still a 4-man blitz, a 4-man rush, and we got home because of the extra second we made Carson Wentz hold the ball. He looks to the side where he used to have numbers, don't got numbers no more, and then he goes back. Terry was open for a 5-yard gain, but again, another sack.
Washington did find a small smidge of success in the run game, but they just refused to just stay with it.
Yeah. And then once they got down big, and that's what we've been doing to teams, at least the last 2 weeks. We're up 24 we're up big by half because we don't score in the second half. And so they feel like they can't. The only team that stuck with the run was the Detroit Lions.
Because it was the only thing that, they were getting big plays off of it.
Yeah,
so I think after that Lions game, we kind of put an emphasis on not letting dudes run the ball. So now if you can't run the ball on the Philadelphia Eagles, then you got to challenge this great secondary that we put together in the offseason. It's like nothing. I don't see a weakness in the defense, man. I just think the defense is ready to play.
I agree, and I think that the defense can win multiple ways, just like the offense can win multiple ways. But real quick, this is the play that Smitty came in to return punts. So right here, again, how many times do we have the ball so far? I only think we had the ball once, maybe twice.
Yeah, I think this will be the third possession right here that we're about to get.
Yeah. So I don't think we were doing much with our possessions. And I feel like, well, this is what Nick Sirianni said in his press conference. He wanted a spark, but as me and you said at the game, hey, yo, don't be doing that to Devonte. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're going to use anybody, use Quez. But look, let's see how Devonte did. You know, shoot, I mean, he probably picked up the most yards we had.
I mean, he definitely did something, but you don't want to use a guy who can get you 150 yards and a half on punt return.
I agree. Look, Jalen realized that the play action was kind of blown dead.
Right. That was a good slide. That was a good slide right there by Jalen Hurts. Say whatever you want. Once we realized that these guys were going to play stout in the middle, I want to credit Nick Sirianni on changing the game plan. Because we did try to get Jalen Hurts on the move in the beginning of this game. Once we realized that that wasn't working, okay, what else can our quarterback do? Throw, you know?
Facts. Let's look.
Nice RPO. He started getting comfortable. He started letting it go.
Yeah.
He started
letting another one. Is that a flag? No, that
wasn't a flag. That was good coverage. I mean, they played good coverage early on.
Yeah,
I felt like they played good coverage early on. You know, I never felt nervous though. You know, I felt like that this was all a part of our feeling out process. I don't like that throw. That throw was kind of dangerous, but I feel like
But
this is
you
all
see
part of the
right
Philly.
here, though, on this play that you just talked about, they definitely held the spy too. So look, they got number 55 who fakes like he's gonna blitz, but then
Right.
his job, he's not catching Jalen if he runs anyways, though. But his job is to come out here and do that. You got two guys. This guy I'm circling is in coverage for no reason. There's not an eagle on this side of the field. He's literally only dropping back in case Jalen Hurts runs. Literally.
Pretty
Or one of
much.
these guys, one of these tight ends come out in the flats. But because both tight ends stay in, his responsibility is just to watch the quarterback. You got man coverage here, man coverage here, man coverage here with somebody over the top, underneath and over the top coverage. So this is the smart play to go with the ball. He has time because none of these tight ends went out to the flats. So these two are watching him. He's looking, delivers, ball's there. Maybe he could have put it a little bit more inside.
Yeah.
But again, both 88 and 89 stay in the block.
Right. They definitely
got two guys in cover for nothing.
One thing about Devonte Smith, man, that I learned a lot about Devonte Smith in this past game, man. He'll go up there and get the ball. We knew that from his rookie season, but he has no problem climbing the ladder or leaving his feet to make an acrobatic catch.
Little comeback route to A.J. Brown. I want to see A.J. fight back to the ball a little bit better on this route. Again, I never questioned his effort at all.
Right.
He's going to win a lot more than he loses, but that was one where, the guy just beat him inside. You got to sell that a little bit better. But again, you're talking about one play that that's the one thing I didn't like so far in 3 total games.
So let's get this right. Let's talk about how important the defense is as we look at this punt. The offense came out a little flat. It came out a little flat to start the game. You and I were there. We were never worried, but they came out flat. And I told you, I said this to you right where we were sitting next to each other. I said, this is how you let a young quarterback develop, by putting a stout defense around him. They're going to get the ball back for him as many times as it takes for him to get warmed up. And that's exactly what you saw right here. The defense was hungry, man, from the rip.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is we got a slow start. We didn't do nothing in the second half. He still threw for 340.
Exactly. And 3 touchdowns.
Yep. And he got all big 3 involved. Goddard, Brown, and Devonte Smith.
Right.
So they're going to try to pull and run up the middle. TJ Edwards with a nice hit. Guys carrying us.
TJ Edwards is having a pretty solid season.
Exactly. A lot of people are worried about Nakobe Dean, but when you see what Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, and Hassan Reddick is doing, it's like you got to understand this is why he's off the field.
Was that a drop?
I don't know. Let's see from this angle. That was probably Carson Wentz's best throw so far. If it's a catch, he has all the time. They roll him out, and he throws it.
Oh yeah.
It looked to be a catch.
I remember that. I remember that play because, mind you, we're behind Carson Wentz. This is where we were sitting at. We're looking at this from the backside of Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah, remember we saw that? We were like,
right.
Can't even get mad at.
Yeah, we was like, you can't even get mad at that. That shit was on a rope from that other angle.
And the crazy thing is, though, I listened to Washington Commander fans, this week, and their beat writers. They're saying the same thing. Why don't we get Carson Wentz out the pocket more often? Blah blah. The same thing we were saying.
We were saying in 2020.
Yes. I mean, so far his best throw is out the pocket. You know what I mean? But you got to be able to throw from the pocket still. Like you can't just not ever play.
Yeah, because plays aren't designed to the left or the right of the pocket. Plays are snapped in the pocket.
Yeah, like I said, at this point of the game, it's definitely a defensive war. Both teams going back to back, good coverages across the board. Wentz dropping back. He's already been sacked a couple times, and down goes Frazier again.
Right.
Sheesh.
Was that BG? I mean, it wasn't even sad. It was great to watch. It was an exhibition. Look at Reddick again with the swim move. Oh my God, that was Reddick and BG, a combination of both of them. One thing I will say about our pass rushers and our interior defensive linemen is they have great moves. They have great technique. None of these guys are raw. These guys have been doing this for a very, very long time.
Yep. And the 2 oldest guys, and Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, lead the defense in sacks with 3 apiece. And the crazy thing is, I want to say is we're playing both Fletch and Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham for sure, because he played 29 snaps both first and second game. I don't know what the snap count was for week 3, but he and Fletcher playing less. And because they're playing less at the older age they are, you know, they're being productive when they're on the field. And we have the people to play besides them. So it's good. Like before, you had to keep Fletcher and BG on the field because who else did you have? Now you got Davis. Now you got the rotation of Milton Williams. Move Hargrave out. Do this, that, and the third with Josh Sweat and Reddick. You know what I mean? So you can balance it better.
Yeah, you're keeping these guys fresh. And our style of play through the first 3 games, it's allowed us to not even really have to play hard in the second half. You could put in some substitutes.
Yeah. Look at this. So shotgun, try to get to Sanders. He wants to go up the middle. Just can't make that first man miss. Mulata's guy gets off him and comes in and shores up the tackle. Just,
love this. Love when we went to the 5-man wide. That's when it got dark for them.
Yeah.
It got really dark for these guys right here when we went to the 5-man wide.
The 5 wide, A.J. Brown slants.
Look, empty backfield. Is that Tom Brady or Jalen Hurts? Who is that guy?
Yo, we go empty back a lot. Back a lot. And I ain't
mad
at it
who can't throw.
Yeah. Shotgun again. This time he got Sanders to his left. That's Gainwell. He's going to take a shot down the field.
Beautiful
Devonte.
pass.
That was to us or no? That was away from us.
You know what? I'm not sure.
I just remember seeing that ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It depends on what quarter it is. You know what? That was away from us because we switched field. And we were mad, like, damn, we're not going to see the touchdown. I remember that. That was away from us.
But beautiful ball, stays in the pocket, gets his man downfield.
Dallas Goedert is just, hard to bring down, man.
He is. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys over there.
Right. He's just hard to bring down.
By the end of the play.
Gainwell to the left. Screen, yeah, right. The tight end screen will continue to be a force, a staple for us. Or any of those quick outs to the tight end. I think it's going to be more valuable as the season goes on. And
Goddard's touchdown, he just made this really quick twitch move that the guy just sold and didn't want to tackle him. He was scared of him.
Right.
Watch when Goddard runs it in for a touchdown. Not only does he catch his blocks, somebody goes right at his legs and says, never mind. I'm making a business decision. I'm letting him go.
I don't like that play. That was an RPO.
Yeah, and the pursuit, we really didn't get no push when it comes to stopping a run. Here comes the all-out blitz, and the Eagles pick it up. You had good option there. They go for Devonte Smith, but look how good the Eagles pick this blitz up. That's something you want to do. You don't want to happen as a defense. And when you send as many people at the Washington football team, normally there's somebody one-on-one that you can exploit, which they try to, and or open in the field. But look at this. So let's see how many come on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They bring 7. We're blocking with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a running back, so no tight ends stay in. No tight ends. You got Goddard, Smitty, Watkins, and Brown. So you got no tight end help. It's offensive line with a running back, and they protect well.
One-on-one across the board.
But you see,
see somebody take that inside route, though.
Yeah.
The middle of the field was wide open. Everybody went vertical. I feel like that was a weird play call.
Watch number 55 or 52. Watch how slow he has to rush. He has to rush slow. You know why? Because he's worried about Jalen Hurts going outside.
Right.
So look, all these guys are coming, but Jalen Hurts can easily do one of these things where he goes boop, boop, and comes up here or just gets out. And so 55 is low-key not supposed to rush. He's supposed to spy. Look, that's why he's so hesitant until the end. And that's just the athleticism in Jalen Hurts, and they don't want to get beat. That's why they do that. So we kicked the field goal here. So wait, when was the 4th down play that we didn't get?
That we didn't get?
Remember that one time we went for it on fourth and like 2, we ran it with like Jalen Hurts.
Right. The 4th down one we didn't get. I think it ended up turning into a safety for us. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, the 4th down play we didn't get was like a bootleg run out to Pascal.
All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button wherever you're watching it. It's free. It's easy.
Thanks.
Don't cost a thing. And we greatly appreciate it. My voice is back. 80%.
Carson Wentz again. They're trying a lot of misdirection, man, because they don't want to challenge the middle of that defensive line.
Not at all.
It's quite evident. All the motion and all of the, you know what I mean? All the trickery.
Look at the pursuit from BG from the backside, though. Like, my goodness, BG all the way over here. Doesn't get fooled from the misdirection. The pursuit.
Reading that play like a champ.
Because if he don't get there, TJ's a little late. He could be running into our secondary right there. That's a big time run stop from BG right there from the opposite side. Wentz in the pocket steps up. That was a fumble.
Yep.
And we get it, right?
We did get it.
Look at his play. So, and again, it's mano y mano. We only blitz 4, I believe. Look, our 4 is better than your 5.
Oh my God.
Who is better than your 5?
Javon Hargrave owned him on that play, pushed him right into the lap of Carson Wentz. Go back. Look at that. Right into the lap. Look, just driving him.
Carson Wentz still got to keep backpedaling. That's when he tries to step up.
Everybody's there, man. That's a complete defensive line right there, man. Everybody knows how to pursue.
That play was glitching. That's how they didn't even. All right, here we go.
Fresh off the turnover.
This is
the run kept these guys honest.
Huh?
At this point, we were running to keep them honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Much on the ground today.
Plus, like I said, I like it though. Even when the run game don't work, a lot of coaches just bail out. You still got the run game got to set itself up, and so I ain't mad at it. Especially when you got playmakers like we got, so we can get an explosive play. Here it is, right here. You see that side step? I saw that.
He just like slid right through there.
Sheesh. Watch this. Watch it from this angle. Watch the guy. He takes a business decision. Look at it. Just brush it off. Watch him. 31. He's scared. You see Big Goddard coming at you full steam. You're not really trying to. He didn't even try to wrap up. He just tried to throw his body into his leg, and Goddard with the quick shift.
10-zip Eagles at this point.
Yep. 10-0.
10-0 Eagles at this point. I mean, how many sacks are we? I think we're at 4 sacks.
Yeah, it was wild. We were just, man, another one, back to back. Again, they're sticking with the run up the middle. Right. Nice gain for Antonio Gibson.
I'm trying to read the chat. What are they talking about?
Gibson up the middle. Just some
who is Zach Talk Podcast? Dude got your logo.
Oh, you gotta look at it.
It's some dude in the chat, Zach Talk Podcast. But it's using your logo. That's how you know you made it.
He was timed out anyways.
Right. That's how you know you're one of them ones when they do that.
He said Eagles are bad, Dallas is better, and we own y'all. Like, what? Hey, yo, the crazy thing is, though, real quick, just to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, because it's hilarious, right? Week 1, and again, I understand that their opponent was the Buccaneers, but the way they were trying to play the small violin for Dak Prescott, he got no weapons. He got nobody to play with. This is torture. And now it's like, oh, do you see all this talent on our team making Cooper Rush look better? Man, stick to your script, whatever script you're trying to play.
I can't wait. I can't wait till week 6 till they get baptized. Carson Wentz was horrible. He was missing people. Horrible. He was scared of the pressure. He was flustered. We were right there in his ear. I mean, the whole lower bowl of the stadium was completely dominated by Eagles fans. I mean, it's a tough situation to be in if you're Carson Wentz, if you ask me.
And it's only going to get tougher when he comes to Philly.
Right.
2 guys in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the receiver, number 10. That's Curtis Samuels. Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying anything at this point.
Yeah. 10-0 lead. They're still sticking with the run.
They're trying anything at this point. It's just really no plan at all to get your quarterback in a position that was just completely incomplete, out of bounds.
Yeah, that was ugly. I want to look at that real quick. See what they say. All right, so Carson Wentz dropping back. Let's look what actually transpires here.
It was not. Go ahead.
So he got the dig route coming across. He got the crosser right here. Like, again, this is what you call hero ball, right? He's locking up to throw it at this point, but he's just starting to throw it. And I don't care. Look, this guy's going to be able to pursue and make the tackle, but the catch is inevitable if you throw it to him, right? So, like, honestly, first of all, you got your man in the flats. It's mano y mano. Can our guy tackle him? Of course. But if one missed tackle, and now you're talking about, 10 to 15 yards here. So you got a guy in the flats, he don't want to take it. You got a guy cutting out the dig route that this guy's not going to be able to bother that pass because he's sprinting to get him. So you got right here open, and you got this guy with a guy even and leaving. That's a linebacker. So you can throw it right here. The one place you don't want to throw the ball is in a crowd of 1, 2, 3 Eagles.
I think he just threw it away. I don't even think that was like a real attempt. I think he just threw it away.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there was a lot of checkdowns, easy plays.
I agree. That's why throwing it away. Look at the cross. Should never be the move.
Sheesh.
He was terrified. Again, he double clutched it. He had no idea what to do with that.
That's not to say that our guy doesn't. And again, right there though, it probably was third down. See, what I don't like about how this setup is that when I pull a full screen, it takes off what down it is.
Oh,
I gotta find a way to do that. That was a scary moment right there.
Oh yeah, that was a very, very scary moment right there. I mean, we need to do something about our returner. That might be the only one weakness on this team is punt return.
Covey, I thought he was gonna come in there and be able to do it. Nah, Covey's not. Covey's like, nah, man, you can't be doing that.
We're unsure about him. He should have just kicked the ball out of bounds. Like, what is he doing?
That was scary. Takes a snap, going to go up the middle. One of our best runs of the night. Sanders.
I think he scored on this drive anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Facts. But back to that Carson Wentz play real quick. Again, it was third down, so he's probably like, I got to get past the sticks anyways. So he just, lobs it up and all that. But still, sometimes you got to give your guy a chance. You need 10 yards, you need 8 yards. When there's that much green grass, you give it to your playmaker and say, you got one person to beat.
This is one of my favorite plays of the game right here.
Oh, man.
He got up and grilled that sideline. He grilled those dudes, bro.
Hold on. Yo, you know what he did, though, too? He tweeted that play. He tweeted that play and said, I forgot what he said, but he said something along the lines of, you know how I be or something. Just look at the reaction of Washington. And literally, the way the pitcher is, everybody in Washington is like, they like mouth wide open, drooling over that play. It was hilarious. Hilarious the way he said it on Twitter. Real quick, though, shout out to June Jung Money with the $2 super chat. If draft was now, which 3 positions are you drafting?
That's a good question. I'm drafting the best defensive player available.
Just in general, right?
Yeah, you don't need a quarterback. I'm drafting the best defensive player available. I'm probably going to draft a cornerback. Slay is getting up there, somebody that we can mold. Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't need a quarterback, you can't lose.
Yeah, that was asked to me on the bus ride down there. My take was, if there's a top flight offensive lineman, like a tackle in there, you might want to look at that because Lane is getting up in ages. So is Sam Malu. Maybe he can play guard. But that's the only thing I'm looking at on the offensive side of the ball. The rest is defensive end, cornerback, something along them lines. So O-line, corner, and D defensive end. That's my take. But again, it's how the board would fall. Like, I'm not reaching for an offensive line if there's the this number 6 pass rusher there. And right now, the Saints pick is looking mighty good.
AJ Brown, a dog, man. That's crazy, man.
He was. Yeah, let's actually look at that again from this angle.
Dog, man. Look at the pass, man. It's just like, just give my dog a chance to jump. Look, come on, bro. Look at him show.
Yeah,
dog, bro. Looking at them like they all little boys. Get somebody else out to guard me. Smitty just ever so just
beautiful. But look, they're gonna motion Miles in, right? He's gonna run the whole thing. Another play where, look, again, you can't get mad at this, right? A gunslinger might try to slip this up in here to Goddard. Yeah, it could be good. It could go if you fit it in there. But look how many decisions he has. He can uh, uh, thread the needle to Goddard.
Right.
Wide open on a comeback. Talk about 5 yards of separation. And even here, you got Sanders in the flat. But again, his decision making has been sped up this season because he's so comfortable with the offense. Boom, get my yardage. And again, that's 4, 5, 6 yards of yak.
It's like it's like I see somebody open, I hit them. It's not even, we don't have to think about this. If you open, get the ball to one of these playmakers. Look,
boom.
You know what I mean? He was just sitting there waiting for him. An easy throw.
Agreed. And it's a chain moving throw. It's a chain moving throw. I ain't mad at it at all.
Another RPO. Look, get it out there.
Yeah. Yo,
Pascal always makes one good play every game.
And it's always the bootlegs. It's always the fake to the running back, RPO, hit Pascal on the right side. Yeah, Pascal, nice little key addition for sure.
Easy pitch and catch. The oldest wide receiver on your roster should be a guy like Zach Pascal. You know what I mean? If you don't have Zach Pascal, I think you're kind of doing it wrong.
Facts. Good play
Zach
for sure.
Again.
Oh, there was a second camera angle from it. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that is Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal again,
back to back Pascal. He probably went at the gym and was like, "Yo, don't forget about me, bro."
Right.
Empty back set. Look at this.
And that's just to apply pressure. That's just to say, hey, you got to still account for me.
Yeah, and look, just one more Kelsey block. Watch this. Snap. Kelsey goes up. If Kelsey gets 31, and listen, Kelsey, that's block number 2. So, but I'm saying he gets that. Jalen's walking in there then. It's just different. 4-man blitz for the Washington football team. Commanders, whatever they're called. Can't get there. Jalen going to make something happen.
I mean, they try their best to contain Jalen Hurts today. What do you only had? 20 rushing yards or something like that?
Yeah, not much. So Jalen's still in the pocket. Okay, look, Goddard's coming out of his break here. You got both Gainwell and Brown in the same vicinity. Not really liking that. Brown going to eventually beat him, but look, Jalen sees that. Jalen sees, and that's the thing. He about to see the back of his jerseys, about to see the back of his jersey. When you see the back of their jerseys, go ahead and do it. His pursuit, though, number 31 was pretty good. I ain't mad at it, though.
Jalen Hurts got so much better, man, in a short amount of time. It's ridiculous, man.
It is.
I like when we under center. I love these type of plays right here for us, man.
Oh, no, that was the 4th down play. That was the 4th down play.
You should have strung that out.
How many yards did we need? How many?
It was 4th and 2.
4th and 2. Look.
It was 4th and 2.
The formation is tight for sure. Washington thinks the sneak's coming. You see all this. You got all these guys, and they got them fitting in the nicks and crannies. So I understand fake like you're gonna sneak it, have all the attention in the middle, and you should be able to eat on these outside edges with Brown here blocking, and you got Goddard right here. Let's see what happens. Oh, they ready.
But he cut it up. If he sprints as hard as he can, he could get that 2 yards.
He's got to be 31, right? He got to be, if he keeps going this way, he got to be 31 with Goddard as his lead blocker. Come on, Zach.
He should be able to do it. Look. 31 didn't get around Goddard. He should have been able to do it.
Let's look at it. Yeah, you're right. He was like, nah, I'm trying to cut it back up.
They were on it. That's a good play by the Commanders.
It was. That was one
stop.
Good stop.
I wanted a Gibson fumble bad.
Yeah. That was a hard run for him right there, though, right up the middle
of
our defense. Look at it. Motion to tight end. I mean, Davis gets pressure, but
you see Davis with the pursuit?
Yeah. No giving up, right? Everybody was talking about, oh, he's not trying to get back into the play if he misses a tackle. He's working. Look at that dirt ball.
It was just all unraveling for him at this point.
Yeah.
And it was only what, 10-0?
10-0, but he's been sacked a lot. BG's in his face. He's scared. Say he's scared.
Right. It was just all over for him.
It was loud, man. It was a home game. I don't care what anybody says. There, slaying coverage. CJ Gardner-Johnson over top. I liked it. That's a tough ball to fit in. Carson's going to be one of them quarterbacks that makes these passes at times because he goes for him a lot. Off the back foot, throws it up there. I
mean,
won't say.
I wish I knew what he was looking at when he throws stuff like that. Like that was never open.
Nah, it's just throw back shoulder and give his man a chance. Slay was
Right.
on his hip. That was the fumble again. But the Washington football
got
team
that
jumped
back.
on that.
Carson got that back.
Who smacked it out? Let's see. They're showing Kaiser White like he's blitzing in the middle. He fakes. He's gonna watch the running back. And that's Reddick.
Yeah,
Reddick.
Yep, that was
Let's
Reddick.
go.
Out there creating havoc.
Well, what are we, top 3 in sacks now? We went from
2. Dallas is 1. We're 2.
Oh Lord.
And I think Dallas goes to Washington this Sunday.
Yeah, and we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I need Dallas. Yo, I'm rooting for Washington now because Dallas started getting on my last nerve, man. They coming out like crazy now. They got 2 back-to-back wins.
Come on, man. Who they beat? They beat Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ain't throw for 200 yards in any game this season. Daniel Jones is ballpoint buns.
He is.
Come on, man. We not. Everybody could beat Daniel Jones.
Oh, that was the one that he had him. That was one that he had him.
That wasn't a pass interference?
Nah, not that one. That was one that he's
overthrew him.
You're throwing the Quez though, so you're not afraid to put it out there.
Right.
It's not there. It's about 3 yards ahead.
But this is what I'm saying though. Jalen Hurts is seeing those plays now. Remember all the all 22 film. You know, this guy's open, that guy's open. He's not looking at now. He's seeing it all now. So I'm cool. I'm cool with those misses because that's the last part of his game is to be consistent with the deep ball. That's the last part of his evolution, if you ask me.
And even the best of the best will miss a deep ball here and there. Just, maybe a little bit less than Jalen at this moment. But he hasn't missed many deep balls. And something like that is still, like you said, last year, he didn't even see that play. Last year, Quez was running open and he threw it to Miles for 5 yards.
And it looked a lot of people in the chat saying it was pass interference too. Is this the play again?
No, let's go back in. Was it this play, I think?
No, we went back too far. No,
we went back too far. Here it is then.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. Dang, that was a Smitty. Wait. We didn't go back far enough?
My man went to the fourth quarter.
All right, here it is. See, we didn't go back far enough.
Oh, okay.
Did they throw the flag?
No, they didn't throw the flag.
I agree with the chat. They probably could have been called for pass interference there, if that's what they're saying. But they didn't throw the flag. So now we move up a little bit.
But they saying he held him.
Yeah, I see the hold before he got out of his break though. So my thing is, I think one of them plays is that he holds him at the top of his route before he breaks off his stem, which to me still means that when he got in his full sprint, you know what I mean? Jalen Hurts still elected to throw at that area for his sprint, but
the flag was thrown on that play.
Neither here or there. Look at this though. We move the chains, empty back set. I think this is where we go to Devonte. Look at this. They blitz. Devonte, smooth criminal with Yak.
Look at that block, man. Is that Goddard and AJ Brown? They blocking dudes, man.
Yo, Goddard is one of the best blocking tight ends in the game, and tight ends don't get credited anymore as much as they used to for blocking. They just want to catch balls. That's it. And yeah, go ahead and catch balls. But like that was nothing.
That play too.
Yeah. But like, remember that block against the Vikings when Goddard like walked Jalen Hurts into the end zone?
Pretty much.
Gainwell finally gets some run. Still, the run game was absent. This was the first game where the run game looked like pedestrian.
But I feel like we used the RPO right this time. And I feel like we really did clean up a lot of those illegal man downfield calls from last week. I don't think we got one on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a win in itself.
Right.
King Diego, you're right. Yeah, Pascal. A lot of Pascal with that setup on first Smitty right there. But that was just a
Right.
beautiful crossing route.
It was a good ghost block.
Yeah. There you go. Try to fit it in. AJ Brown couldn't do it. This is where we go for it on fourth down, right? We go for it on fourth down here.
The slant to AJ touchdown.
Oh, the slant to AJ.
Touchdown.
Yep. And listen, people were saying that this was behind him. This is how some people don't understand football in the sense that this is where you got to throw this ball.
For the simple fact, perfectly placed ball.
Look. Let's look at the other angle again real quick.
It's like on his back hip.
The cornerback plays in front of it. The quarterback is playing in front. If he throws this in front of him, this man has a clean area to punch it out.
Or to jump the route and get a pick.
Yes, some Malcolm Butler stuff. So you don't throw it. You don't make him reach back, but you throw it at his opposite shoulder because he's a physical guy, because he's ahead of him.
Right.
Boom. Beautifully done.
And he had the strength to, get it in the end zone. That's AJ. What you get a big body receiver for. That's what you go and get him for.
There it is. So Goddard with the first touchdown, AJ with the second, and Devonte gets the one before the half. And man, listen, when we get to that play was crazy because we had no timeouts. The clock was running down, fourth down, and he throws a dot.
And Jalen Hurts audible to that play.
He called his own play.
Right. And they had not ran that play or practiced that play at all. That play was not a part of the game plan.
Facts. Shout out to
Joseph Brown said Eagles need more hot routes on offense. I saw some need more blitz beaters. I could agree with that. I ain't mad at that. But I like seeing the 5 wide set. So that means we do got it in our arsenal. We just ain't never had the the reason to use it. I feel like we brought the 5-man set out, in this game because Washington got a lot of first-round picks on that defensive line. So them being able to stifle the run a little bit don't surprise me. You know what I mean? But how do you beat that? You spread them out. Make them spread out. And we took advantage of that.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Carson Wentz in the shotgun. Just gets the ball out quick. And again, he heard footsteps at this point.
Facts.
Was it 17-0 at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wentz dropped back.
Incomplete.
Epps could have picked that.
I wanted picks, man. I wanted some picks. I would have been okay with 5 sacks and 2 picks. But 9 sacks is astronomical. I'll take the 9 sacks.
Yeah, I'll take the 9 sacks. You don't see that every day. My voice didn't want the 9 sacks. That's what killed me. Wentz with the little pump fake, tries to get out to the wide receiver for a screen, but the pursuit, everybody in there. Good to see Bradbury. The one thing I had, my one complaint with Bradbury so far is he's been whiffing on some tackles. Coverage skills been off the charts. Just, being able to defend his side. And he got away with a couple things, like maybe quarterbacks missed him on one read or two, where he did get a little beat. But the majority, Bradbury's been sturdy. But I need him to be hitting more on the run support.
Mm-hmm. Them boys they was trying to smash Covey head and
they were trying to kill Cov.
Right.
We're like, we gonna get this man out of here. Shout out to Silverback with the $10 banger, just showing support. And LB, I still can't show support on your platform, bruh.
I gotta figure out why that is. A couple people keep telling me that they can't send super chats, man. We actively investigating that, man. We're actively investigating.
How is that even possible? Like,
I don't know.
I never heard that you could stop somebody from, like, I heard people be blocked, like somebody who has a wrench block somebody who don't have a wrench, but then they shouldn't be able to comment at all.
Right.
That's crazy.
I got to go into the YouTube thing and see who I got blocked and who I don't got blocked. But I'm pretty sure I didn't block him. He always supporting and rocking out.
Yeah, he's always around. Hurts going to step up again. The utilization of his legs will never stop. But games like this, where he's winning with his arm, you're going to see the stat line show only a couple rushes for 20-some yards, but it still gets him out of harm's way more than anybody but L-Jack.
And this is that drive where we're trying to get some more points out of this.
Yes, the clock was ticking.
Right, clock was ticking.
Look at that. Pascal right in between 2 defenders. Nicely thrown ball.
He's
Timing
getting
was
a
on
nice
point.
rhythm.
Hurts decisive.
Right.
And that's the thing, because we still throw a lot of passes 4, 5, 6 yards. So when the defense starts creeping up, that's when he's not afraid to take his shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts going to roll out. There was some pressure on Malu's guy. Tries to go sideline. Try to hit Smitty with another smooth criminal almost.
He tried.
That toe drag swag for Smitty is top notch. Just a little bit outside the stretched arms of Smitty.
That's crazy, because if Jalen Reagor was at least good at punt return, he'll still be here.
Yeah,
he would still be here if he was.
I can't believe he's not even good at that though. Like, it's an attitude thing. We already know all that now at this point. AJ on the crosser. Look, he could have went out of bounds, but AJ said, "No, I want 10 more."
You gotta run that back. Let's run that back, man. Let's really talk about that one, man. This is classic wide receiver one stuff right here.
Yeah, look. So look, you got AJ again. You got two here. AJ all by himself, close to the formation with Goddard. He's trying to hide. You can't really hide AJ, right? But look at him. He's right there. Look at this. Watch what Goddard does.
This was a great play design to get him open and free. But even better, yards after catch for like an additional 10 yards.
Yeah, like
he refuses to go down. He refuses to go down. He refuses to just run out of bounds.
Yep. He was look, he's like, I'm gonna take this out of bounds. Wait, no, I'm not.
Put the brakes on him and just change direction. This is a big body wide receiver.
Yep.
With agile feet. It's crazy.
And then again, real quick, just to look at the play. So again, Goddard's going to run up and clear this out. As Goddard comes up, he's trying to stretch these linebackers with him. Then you got Quez doing the same thing, running up the seam right here. And I think a dig route from Smitty, but it's just too much. It puts too much pressure on the defense.
Too much firepower.
Because if this man comes out of his break, cool. I mean, it's just too much. He can't even step up. He knows AJ's about to be open, but he can't because he has to watch Quez. It's just
my guy Bad News VA said, I don't know about y'all. I'm so happy with the linebacker play. Line and DBs have been excellent, but I'm just happy to see we have respectable LBs again. I respect that, man. Thank you for the super chat, Bad News VA. And you know, you're absolutely right. The linebacker play, you know, with the combination of the guys we got up front, really helping us out on the defense side of the ball.
Big time. And that's why someone like Nakobe Dean, who, you know, is not on the field, it's not because he's just not playing football, right? It's because we're getting quality plays from the linebacking core. Look at this. Smitty just sit. Like, after you have 100 yards, how do you allow somebody to, was that Smitty?
Was that Smitty open?
Look at this. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
Look, they're dropping back playing zone. Like, at this point, Smitty's over 100 yards. How do you allow someone who already gashed you for 100 to be that wide open?
Because they're afraid of the big play. They know we're coming for points.
And then
there's the big play. There's the big play.
Hold on. All right, now I just want to see the Smitty play again now, because so look, Smitty's just going to stop. And again, he goes off his responsibility. Look at this. 29 so worried about Quez Watkins. Quez Watkins about to hit this post route. Devontae's like, I'm going to take a break. I already got 100 yards. Look, Devontae just stopped. Like, I'm going to take a break. He goes with Quez. Devontae like, I'm open again. Let me get that.
It's crazy. He's like he was like an outlet just waiting there for the quarterback.
And because the Quez speed, that brings that function. But then right here, man, Devontae went up, climbed the ladder for this joint right here. Let's watch this play. This is one of my, I don't know, man. I love the AJ Brown catch was tough at midfield. This one was tough too. Devontae, bottom of your screen, just going a little inside, gets inside the defender, safety.
That's crazy, man. And you know, he wasn't really hurt. The wind just got knocked out of him based upon how he landed. A lot of people thought he might have been banged up severely after that play, but you know, what he did after this will show you he wasn't hurt. Wow. You know, went up there and got the ball, man.
This was the Devonte Smith drive. Look at that. 3 plays on this drive from 50 inside the touchdown.
Yeah. I didn't really like the play calling right here. I didn't really like it. I don't think it shouldn't have not been this difficult. We had a bunch of timeouts.
I would
You
have
know what I
tried
mean?
one run. Yeah, I would have tried one run.
Yeah, we had
But
some timeouts.
it's always good to go ahead.
It shouldn't have been this difficult, in my opinion.
I agree. Let's look at play number 2. Motion for A.J. Brown. Oh, they try to do the Andy Reid, remember?
Yeah, a little tight end shuffle.
I thought they were trying to say it was a fumble first. Let's look at it again. Little underhand. Oh, they try to hit it with Jack Stoll. Yo, he kind of whipped that John.
Yeah, that was like, he need to work on that one.
All right. Then now they try to run it, right?
So yeah, they wouldn't let him spin and muscle his way in there.
But look, they got to hurry up. They got to hurry up after this play. Watch this. Watch. Jalen got to call his own play. Look, Boston gets blown up. He keeps it. He gets blown up. They lose a yard or two, but the clock is going. Jalen gets up. Look at this. Calls his own play. Watch Devonte at the bottom of the screen. Hurts. Dropping back. Looking. Sees it. Hand up. Man up.
That's crazy.
You saw somebody call for it, though, real quick. He's like, yo,
give it to me. He's calling for it immediately, like, throw it up. And that's what you got to do, bro. Devonte Smith is a Heisman winner. Throw it up. If he's saying throw it up, throw it up. If AJ's saying throw it up, throw it up. It's not rocket science, man.
Yeah, look at this. One more time. Watch. Smitty gets his hand up as soon as he's getting out of his break. Look at this. Hand up.
Because he beat. He beat. He is beat.
And look at him climb the ladder.
My guy LT, thank you for the super chat. My guy LT said, is it too early to believe in Jonathan Gannon? I got PTSD. It is not too early, man. I think Jonathan Gannon is riding high off of the success of his defense. I think he's going to keep doing what's working for him. So, I'm not saying be all in, but I think Jonathan Gannon has turned a new leaf. I'll say that.
Hey, listen.
I mean, giving up 15 points in 2 weeks.
Look, it's a week. Listen, it's a what have you done for me lately league, and lately I ain't been complaining. So
here's nothing to complain about. You talk about 9 sacks and 3 picks in 2 weeks. 15 points given up.
Because we had 2 sacks against the Vikings.
Wow.
So
you're right.
So in 2 weeks. So look, the Lions game was the Lions game. But since we were all up on him about passive and not being more creative and this, that, and the third, it's been 3 picks and 11 sacks.
And this is the third quarter now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that pass to Grant Calcaterra. I think we were out in the hallway. I think we missed that.
Yeah, we were taking pictures or something. Yeah.
Right, we missed that. Yeah.
Because someone told me like Grant had a 40-yard catch. I'm like, I didn't even see that.
Right. He showed some wheels right there too. He showed something right there. He showed some skill right there.
He still leaves a lot to desire in the blocking department, but as a playmaker, I like it.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely, integrate him some more into this scheme.
6'6", man, jump balls in the red zone too.
Mm-hmm. My guy Steve Boston, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. He said, hey guys, I'm with a Jaguars podcast. We're looking for an Eagles podcaster to do a show with us Friday night before the showdown Sunday. I messaged Brunson on Twitter. If you're down, it'll be a good game. I'm gonna check my DM and I'm gonna let you know, bro. I'm gonna check my DM. I didn't see it, but thank you for the super chat. I'm definitely gonna check it, man.
That was one of the sacks that the Washington football team got on us, just able to clog everything up. There wasn't really anything for Jalen. I didn't look at where the wide receivers were, but they got in quickly. They're blitzing back-to-back possessions. He lobs it up. Smitty goes up for that one. Couldn't haul it in. Good coverage on that play. Man's just going for it, though. I like it.
Mir said Epps had a pick at the end of the game.
He did?
Did it count as a pick? I'm not sure.
Sheesh, we're about to find out sooner than later. So there it goes. The first possession of the second half. Well, he started all bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. Again, like the whole.
I mean, you up 24 zip at this point, ain't you? You're up 24 zip right now.
Yeah.
It's like do something to make us. You know what I mean? Do something to make us have to have. Everybody want to talk about us not scoring points in the second half of the last 2 games, but who came back?
Exactly.
Give me somebody that came back,
or even scared us. Like,
exactly.
like the Lions came back and scared us.
Yeah, that
but
was a scare. We put up 24 on them in the first half too. You know what I mean? And you know, they forced a shootout. So yeah, we could shoot it out. Make us shoot it out if that's what you want. That's how I'm feeling right now.
That's exactly what I was saying on the bus ride home. They were saying about the whole second half again. I'm like, look, when a team is when we playing a team that's worthy enough to score on us more than a touchdown, we're going to be able to capitalize. I still don't like it because it's back-to-back games, but it's not on my worried list at all.
You know, that's what makes me feel like that we didn't show everybody what we got. It's so many more plays we got in the tuck. We literally took the last 2 quarters off. You know what I mean? In the last 2 games, we literally chilled and probably was just trying new things. Who knows?
Yeah, and definitely still sticking with the run game just because we're trying to get up out of Washington. 24-0. Do what you got to do. Look,
the tackle right there, nice short tackles in that play.
Big time. Kavon Wallace is in there as well. Like I said, they've been playing a lot of dime packages. You know, you call it big nickel, call it dime. Like I said, we got multiple DBs on the field. Wallace is that second safety, or he's actually playing safety because they use C.J. Gardner-Johnson in a multitude of ways. They use him in the box, they use him up high, they use him on wide receivers. So he plays corner and safety for the Philadelphia Eagles, not just safety. So the looks are weird, so to say. Sanders, again, trying to run up the left side, gets a couple yards.
I think he's getting extended.
First 2 games, I was like, again, I still think there's going to be a lot of, I still think that, before the trade deadline, we're going to be like, as we talked about in the offseason, could we possibly trade Miles Sanders by the trade deadline, blah, blah, blah. We're going to be saying, nah, we got to, look at this play.
That was crazy, man. Smitty was working, bro. After the catch, he was nasty after the catch, man.
Defensive line flips or side steps for the Washington football team just perfectly executed. The blocking from Pascal, Jack Stahl, Lane just got out there a little late.
I'm still looking for that Smitty play to where he's just outrunning everybody and they just chasing him and they just can't catch him. I'm still looking for that play.
Facts. Because, people don't talk about Smitty's wheels, but he got wheels.
Yeah.
They don't talk about his wheels because of everything else he does and the other fast guys on the team. But look, Hurts steps up, could have dumped it off to Sanders, but I respect the run right there. Picked up the same amount of yards.
Definitely falling for it, making some things happen.
Look, design run for Hurts, picks up 2.
Everybody's harping on the second half, but if you ask me, the second half, we didn't take no deep shots. It was all about running the ball and keeping the clock moving.
Yeah, look, the game plan changes when you're up 3.5 touchdowns for sure.
Yeah.
Silverback with the $10 banger. He said, I think Hurts is going to get even better because y'all have to remember week in and week out, the practicing against, my opinion, a top 5 defense. Yes, we talked about it all season, iron sharpen iron. Right. My man was in a hyperbolic time chamber right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the work he's done was on gravity times 10. I've been watching Dragon Ball Z with my 7-year-old son, trying to get him up to par. You know what I mean? But that, like you just said, Silverback, Hurts is going against this defense that week 1 we said, oh man, the Lions, look what they did to us. Well, the Lions are better than what people thought. But look what we did to two pretty good passing offense. Say what you want about the Washington blah, blah, blahs. Through 2 weeks, they were top 5 in passing yards. They were top 5 in quarterback statistics, moving the ball down the field, not turnover ratio and stuff. But that is what Jalen Hurts deals with. So I agree with you, Silverback. Slay, Bradbury, Gardner-Johnson, Maddox, they're not taking it easy on him during practice. They making it work for it.
Right. Why should they? I always said that this defense was going to be the key. A lot of people wanted to focus on Jalen Hurts. But when your defense is giving up what we giving up, 7 points and 8 points in back-to-back games, come on, man. This is a top 5 defense. A top 5 defense.
Now, look, again, we're playing a lot more passive here, too. And you do that because what happens is this. Yes, they have a chance to go down and score on you. But if everything is getting funneled to the middle of the field, they're picking up 5 yards, boom, 40 seconds runs off the clock. 5 yards, 30 seconds runs off the clock.
Nobody
5 yards.
knows how to preserve a lead like the Philadelphia Eagles.
We've been doing it back-to-back weeks. So
Right.
look, BG with the rush, and still look at the pursuit from number 30. From
Kaiser White.
Was that Kaiser White 43?
43. I don't know. You see N'Kobe Dean out there. So yeah, we're putting in guys.
Oh, that's Bradbury. Look at him. Bradbury in on a tight end.
Right.
Bradbury was sticking his nose in other people's business. I like that.
Nobody. You can look at this film and get confused. That's why it's important to know where you are in the game and to know what you're looking at. You can look at this and say, "Well, Carson Wentz is getting in the rhythm." No, we just giving him the middle of the field. You're giving him the middle of the field.
You see that man just, yo, Cubby, he's probably about to retire after this game. What?
Right. Man, they try to break Covey in half on a couple of times.
Bro. My man's still stung in there strong. Shout out to the $160. We talk about Devonte being lightweight. Sheesh.
Right.
Look at that. Some good coverage by 55 all over. Dallas Goedert. Hurts trying to fit
in
there.
Right. We have no reason to play how we did in the first half. We have no reason. I would have liked to see more running, honestly, in the second half.
Drop back, fakes it to the running back. He's going to take his shot anyways.
We was trying to cook them, bro. That should have been 6.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. You get him to drop down in the box. They crowd in the box, so Hurts still going to take his shots.
Right.
Look at this, though. Look at this.
And the thing is, he's seen these things now. So I'm okay. They're going to start dropping in the bucket more frequently.
See, like if we weren't up 24-0, I would have been like, AJ, you got to die for that. You got to extend for that. But up 24, I ain't mad. Like Jalen reeled that in a little bit, but AJ, I want an AJ type play on that as well. If it's tied ball game,
that's a touchdown.
Yeah, that was only like 2 yards ahead. That could have been a late hit right there, bro.
It could have been a late hit. My guy L3S, he said, I got AJ going off against the Jags. Last year, he caught a one-handed 50-yard bomb against them. That's a good point.
Yes.
Somebody said it was windy. It wasn't windy. I was there. It was not windy. I was there. That could have been a better ball. Hey, my guy, Mr. 89, he said, in my opinion, Pascal, the silent Batman. He sets up our wide receivers. He will be a key versus the Jags due to the familiarity of Jacksonville as a former Colt. Love Brunson. # Love Brunson. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, listen. I like how Mr. 89 said that, bro. Right. The silent Batman, right? Like, Pascal's been sure. I mean, we haven't asked much of him, but he does the dirty work. He definitely does the dirty work on the outside in the run game. He's opened up a couple screens for guys like Goddard and or Smitty. And when we called his number, besides the 4th down run via the pass, he hasn't dropped anything that came his way. And he did convert a couple 3rd and 4th down. So shout out to the silent Batman. I'm with you.
I'm comfortable. If somebody got to sit out and need some maintenance out of the big 3, I'm comfortable with Pascal getting a bigger role. He's earned it. He's proved it.
Yes. I think, again, Pascal's not going to stretch to feel like Quez Watkins does. And again, Quez Watkins can have a game where he has 0 catches, but the fact of the matter is we saw multiple times that guys went with Quez Watkins on this up the seam and left guys like Goddard and Smitty open because of the dynamic that he brings with his speed, and they don't want to get beat over the top. So there's times that you got guys like that don't show up on the stat sheet.
I got to see that. I got to see that play again. Got to go back. Just go back one. Number 71 gets completely dominated on this play by our defensive line.
Hargrave again.
Right. Our defensive line was on one. Right in the lap. Hargrave is like, if I can't get through you, I'm going to push you into him. Look at this. Look at this. He out there on one knee. He proposing on one knee. He's saying, I do.
Patrick Johnson in the game, number 48, trying to get up there. Carson scrambles for the first time in a while. And his scramble is not even the same, bro.
That was a sack by TJ Edwards. That's counted as a sack.
That was? I think he passed the line of scrimmage.
No, they counted this as a sack.
Nah, he got a couple yards.
Oh, okay. That's a different play. The last and final sack was a play like that with CJ Edwards caught him trying to run.
I got you. falls down right there. Nothing really there.
I don't think the Commanders really even tried to even stay in this game.
Yeah, low key at the end of the fourth quarter, like there was like 4 minutes left. We were like, are we still playing?
Right. We at this point, me and you were the fans talking to people.
Yeah.
We in the stands talking. It was a wrap.
Rapsy
Scapsy.
Scapsy. Yeah.
I already know.
Wentz dropped back. Like I said, look, now that play, they got 4 yards on that play. We're letting the underneath stuff. 35 seconds go off the clock.
This is garbage time. Yeah. This is garbage time.
Right there, though, is when I was like, all right, let him take that underneath stuff, but don't let Scary Terry get back into the game. Don't let him get his yardage up. I need AJ. AJ gonna lead the NFC East in yards. Well, I don't know. Smitty said I don't know about that. Hold up, I might take that from you too, but I need to be us. Right now, they're definitely set to both hit over 1K easily.
Right.
Carson did throw a nice ball to Scary Terry there. He got, but again, we were playing like a cover 3 zone right there, and he got in between both Slay and CJ Gardner-Johnson. This time Wentz dropped back. Look, quick, hits his check down, but look at the pursuit. Kaiser White, man, so many years ago, that would have been.
Who leads the team in tackles through 3 games?
That's a good question. Chat, let us know. Somebody look it up.
I think it's Kaiser White, bro.
Somebody look it up. Yeah, that's a good question. If I had to just guess, that's tough. It's
Kaiser. It got to be Kaiser, man.
It really might, or TJ.
It could be TJ.
Lord, somebody look it up.
But every time I turn around, Kaiser making a play. Well, somebody said Edwards.
Someone said Edwards?
Yep, somebody says TJ Edwards. My guy, King Diego, what's going on?
Let's go.
King Diego said Edwards. Edwards it is.
I'm with it. Like I said, I was starting to think like Edwards been everywhere. Like against them Vikings, we talked about Slay so much against the Vikings, but TJ, he had just as many tackles and PBUs than anybody on the squad. He was all over the place. Reddick able to scare number 72 to a false start. Look at him. He's shaking in his boots.
Howie Roseman got to figure out how to keep a lot of people, dog. He got to figure out how to keep a lot of people this offseason. I don't know how he going to do it. But you can't get rid of TJ Edwards or Kaiser or Garner Johnson or Bradbury. I think you got to keep everybody, bro.
All the 1-year deals?
Yeah, you got to give them another 1-year deal. If you win it, if you get to like the NFC Championship game, they'll come back on the 1-year deals again to run it back.
But like, I'm not even TJ's young. I want to extend him for like 2 to 3.
Right.
Gardner Johnson got to be extended for 2 to 3.
Right.
Bradbury, I can bring him back on a 1-year deal. Or, yes, maybe a 1-year deal because he's 28, 29-ish. But TJ and CJ, lock them up for 3+. You could do it, Howie.
King Diego said TJ is an unsung hero of this team. It's looking like that.
And, yo, I was huge on him in the offseason. I try to say, people are saying, again, look, I was huge on the Kobe Dean. I was huge on Kaiser White, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reddick and all that as a pass rush and what he can do at the linebacker position, blah, blah, blah. But I said people are sleeping on the second half of TJ Edwards and the fact that, TJ Edwards last year was just starting to get to his prime. And this year is his prime. This was the season that he could say, I am one of the best linebackers in the NFC. I'm a top 5 guy in the NFC, and I'm leading this Eagles team in the middle. And listen to Kobe Dean, you got all the dog power in you. You're a beast. You're a leader, but you're going to have to wait your turn. And I ain't mad at it.
Pretty much. So I think that, we're going to force Kobe Dean into the limelight next season.
Yo, this was the 4th down play that I put on. This is where you were like, you just said something like, "Oh, we got him." You just a couple curse words came out, but nothing crazy. But it was so late that yeah, because this is our end zone. Remember, look, Carson walks off. That's when I said the walk of shame.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay.
I thought it was 4th down, but it wasn't. This is where he runs a little bit. He tries to get in there.
Oh, they switched fields after that, then, right?
Yeah.
What if it switched sides of the field?
They probably score a touchdown soon.
Yo, Hassan Reddick is a dog, Mike.
Yeah, look at that.
A dog, bro. That's a lineman that he moving around like that, bro.
Look at Fletch trying to get out there and get him, but Fletch don't give up. Fletch is the one that saves that.
That was Fletch in pursuit like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wentz looking, tries to flick it in. Goes nowhere. They try to use the Andy Reid method.
We ain't doing none of that. So they just scored right here, huh? No, they didn't score right here.
They didn't score here.
Yeah, this is how they get their first 2 points because we stop them. Yep, and then this is the safety.
They try to run. Yeah, we try to run it.
That's what having them first round picks on the line do. It was 24-2. They was happy as hell. It was the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
something to cheer for, I guess. Is that Boston Scott?
Yeah, I would have went up the left side on that play too. Just the way the alignment looked, right? Like I know they got more blockers on this side, 12-man personnel, but I mean, a little crease here. Oh, he's got to get matched up right here. But look at the pursuit. What's it called?
That whole right side got beat.
Yeah, but look, as much
he's damn there in the air.
As much as I give credit to Dallas Goedert, look at Goddard. He getting blown up. Goddard's getting walked back into the end zone on this play.
But that's a defensive tackle, though.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's not easy.
Is that Payne?
80. It might have been. Let's look. Can you see the jersey? Yeah, it is 94.
Goddard can't block him, man.
Yeah, he carried Goddard. He tackled Goddard and Boston Scott.
Slammed Boston Scott right on his back.
So this is where this is where the Washington fans was like, we got life. We're only down 22.
Right.
Oh Lord. Yo, the crazy thing is though, so that's what it was. Nick Sirianni played the clip of Kobe Bryant in the US in the Olympics game going against his teammate Paul Gasol because he plays for, I forgot what country he plays for. I don't know. I don't know, but he plays for a different country in the Olympics. And Kobe was like, "Man, I got mad love for you. We used to be teammates or blah blah, but I'm about to poo on you." And so Nick Sirianni's showing like, "Listen, I know some of y'all still got, you played with Carson Wentz, but we gotta rough him. We gotta get at him." And the crazy thing is, so we showed a Kobe Bryant clip of him saying that I got love for you as a player, but I'm about to beat you. And then the end score is 24-8, bro. That's wild.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
somebody paid Rick Johnson some mind, bro, tweaking. Who Rick Johnson? We gotta put somebody on the Summer Jam screen. Remember when y'all was 3-0 with Carson Wentz? You see how that worked out? Rick Johnson, you stupid. Do it look like Carson Wentz on our team now? This is Jalen Hurts. Look at this team. Look at this defense. This is the thing I be trying to tell some of these people. I'm not about to go on a tangent, but nobody don't want to keep it real about how we look. It's making some of y'all look crazy. Content creators involved. Just keep it a buck. That's all you got to do. LT, thank you for the super chat. He said, LB, Mike, what y'all think about the Batman cape? Fire,
man. That's
why. That's one of the things I like. And I'm hearing that AJ Brown bought the cape. Am I right about that, Mike?
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about him, bro.
Walking with that John.
Right. I like his creativity, man. I like the playfulness, man. Stuff like that happen. Listen, championship teams and teams that win, they had fun on the sideline at some point.
Yes, remember that 2017 season, man. We were creating all these weird dances and stuff. We were doing the cha-cha slide up out of there. Like,
damn, they said TJ Edwards is the second highest graded linebacker in the NFL currently.
Yes, per PFF. I saw that today.
It's crazy. He's
playing out of his mind. Like I said, there's no 1-year deal. You can't do that. And if anything, you extend him now. Don't let him finish his. And how he's good with that. He'll probably hear something within like 2 or 3 weeks.
Look at this, another one.
Blitz from Edwards. Good pursuit. Look at that.
Smack City with the super chat talking about y'all beat 3 bad teams. Thought y'all did something. The Vikings 2-1, buddy. They only lost to us. The Vikings
Yes.
going to drag the rest of this division on God. The Vikings going to beat everybody else in this division.
Yep. And I'm telling you, and the Lions only lost to us and the Vikings. So, like I said, watch what the Lions do too. Like, they low-key decent. Look at this play. That was close, but yes, I agree with it. Kaiser gets a little bit, gets there a little early on that play. Just a little out and in route by the running back, Gibson. And Kaiser White has been amazing in the flats, in the middle of the field against tight end and linebacker and running backs. But they get him on that one. But again, we're making the Washington football team get little things, and the clock is ticking.
Carson Wentz was really uncomfortable all night, man.
Yeah,
that's really the story about this, man. And I knew ultimately, listen, I know Carson Wentz is talented, but pressure bust pipes, man.
Facts.
Pressure bust pipes for sure, man. And it doesn't help that Ron Rivera isn't that good, in my opinion, either.
Oh, wow. Patrick Johnson in the building. Didn't get the sack there. Look at number 48 out here. This is our backup to the backup. And look at him working against the pulling guard in there on Carson.
He's doing a good job developing, too.
Yeah, I like him. For sure. They got swept back in the game on the outside. BG, Fletch, Hargrave, quick pass caught at the 20. Samuel's trying to make some move, gets inside the 15. But again, long developing plays.
All we're worried about is that clock running. As long as we don't give up the big shot. See, this is the best. This is the defense that Gannon likes to run. Gannon loves to play prevent and just let you run out the clock.
I ain't mad at it though. In this scenario, I'm mad at it when we do it the first drive of the game. I'm like, what are you doing?
LT, thank you for the super chat. He said Mike got bars. LB will be on 17 Birds remix if he want.
No bars here, brother. I don't got bars.
I don't care.
That was a good pursuit though on that play from the defensive line right there. Wentz dropped back. Down goes Frazier again. Sheesh.
Sad day, man.
Look at BG.
This, you know, I felt sorry. I felt the sorrow because I remember feeling how Washington fans felt. Like, what is he looking at? Like a deer in headlights. Like people hitting him. He just out there just to get pushed around.
Yeah, let's look at this.
Let's really look at that play. Like, what was downfield? I've really got to know what this dude be looking at.
Boom. See, you gotta get the ball here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not setting the house. It's 5-on-5 to be honest.
Yeah,
but Brandon Graham
it's just nobody open unless you take that quick pass to McLaurin at the top of your screen. Is that McLaurin?
Yeah, but he is no position to do that. So he's looking at Samuels right now. But I mean, Brandon Graham's pursuit, he didn't even feel him. And BG, man,
good.
2.5 sacks.
Good defense. That was just great defense, man. Like, this team is crazy. Like, I told y'all that we got the defense to take away the first, second, and third read now. And now our defensive line can make some stuff happen. And
I love the fact that Gannon is realizing that we play a little bit more aggressive on the back end of our defense, and it allows the pass rush to get there a little bit more. We're still not sending the house, sending 4 or 5 at times. But look, this is a good route. We're playing zone. He goes right in between the cover 3. Garner Johnson, Slay. They got a little high-low concepts there. Slay down low instead, or Slay up high, playing like the safety. Garner Johnson in the box, watching it. Another one.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this. Look how wide we are. Look, hold on. Look how, again, let's see. So he steps up. There's nobody open. And again, when pressure's coming at you the way it is this game, if you're Washington offensive coordinator, you can't draw plays that are long developing plays. You need to have somebody in the flats right here. You need to have either an extra blocker or, as the chat said for us, you need to draw some hot routes. You can't have a long developing play, long developing play, long developing play, long developing play. A man getting 8.
Where was JD McKissick? You know what I mean? You need guys like that in the flats that can, get you positive yards, get you closer to the end zone.
But look, I like this because, again, we're up 22 points. Look at this. Look at this. Now, if they run a ball here, sheesh, you got open gaps for for days here. But in a
Right.
pass, if you know they're going to throw the ball, you can have fun with this. Now these offensive linemen got to get out there quickly. And it's just watch. Josh Sweat, not quick enough.
Yeah. Oh.
Patrick Johnson in there too.
Yeah. Really know where to go. And this is what we do, man. Listen, we know the game is over, man. We know it's over. It was over at halftime. Why do y'all want us to just pour it on? Would that make y'all happy? We not the Cowboys. We not out here trying to win pretty. We just out here trying to beat you up and leave. Who cares what we did in the second half? My quarterback threw for 300 yards in both games. It don't matter what happened.
Yeah, the both games that we didn't score nothing in the second half.
Right. And in those games, we got back-to-back 300 passing yard touchdowns. 4 touchdowns.
Last year, Jalen Hurts had his most yards, or had a decent amount of yards, and his best plays were in the fourth quarter. But guess what? We were already down by 14, so he scored 10 points, but we still lost.
That's a good point. His best plays were in the fourth quarter a lot, and a lot of people were calling and screaming for garbage time. Y'all screaming for garbage time. Next time, if he blowing somebody out like this, I want him to throw a 500 passing yards. I want to just pour it on now. We all know he could do it. What's the point?
We gonna do that to Dougie P this weekend. We gonna hurt him.
Doug ain't gonna let us go up 24-zip though at the half.
Nah,
if we put up 24 again for the 4th straight game in the first half, that got to be history.
Yeah, though. But real talk though, we're first in the NFL in first half points, but we like 31st or 30th in second half points. But again, if it equates to dubs, I ain't mad at the game. When somebody pushes us to do something, again, look, there you go. It didn't gain no yards, but again, little pass to the flats. They get a free blitzer. That's something Hurts does very smart. He's very smart with the ball. Look, cool. I ain't gonna take the big sack here.
And we also first in power ranking on a lot of people's lists. So who's really caring about, what people have to say about the second half point situation?
Yeah. It's crazy. And it's crazy to hear the outlets that were really poo-pooing on us just talk the way they talk. I don't really care how much other people are starting to try to jump on a bandwagon. I just care about what we all know and what we all believe.
Man, we've been in the victory formation for 2 quarters. You know what I mean? We've been in the victory formation for 2 quarters, man.
McPherson down there. He's been pretty good on special teams. N'Kobe Dean on the field.
Guys getting valuable snaps.
Wentz draws back, quick pass call. They got it to Dotson.
Keep that clock running.
Yep. And
the
again,
instruction here is to just tackle them in bounds.
They're literally picking up 5-6 yards.
Right.
If you're going to go down the field 5 or 6 yards, that's going to be a 12-play, 6 to 5-minute drive. That's dang near a third. That's almost half the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Wentz drop back, look, throws. And again, that's what they were killing us, though. Once we let one little in-between thing, we were getting, again, and look, again, it's a high-low concept. That's Slay and Maddox out there. Slay's playing quarters. So Slay's playing as if he's like not a safety, but he's playing a quarter of the field. So they're going to have 4 guys back. You're going to have Slay, Bradbury, Johnson, and Epps all back. And you're going to have Maddox and a linebacker on the opposite side underneath. Carson rolls out, tries to throw it to McLaurin, and it just goes right through his hands. He's open, though. Wentz is just looking sus.
Yeah, I mean, when there's no more fight left, nobody else is trying no more. The game is over.
I didn't see, but people were saying he was all laughing. And again, I mean, laughing after a loss ain't like the end-all, be-all. But when you lose at home to your former team and everything built up, like, you shouldn't be smiling. Yeah, someone said, a lot of people on the chat were telling me and on Twitter that he was laughing and joking and just, like, giggling and stuff. I'm like, man, you can't be doing that after this type of loss. Like,
they're about to lose 3 straight. I think the Cowboys going to beat them too. But I think Carson Wentz can outscore Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush has been lucky They have guys that can't put up points, you know what I mean, and got situations to why they can't put up points in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I need Washington to just dust off the Cowboys real quick because I need them to get brought back down to life.
Yeah,
ASAP Rocky.
I need Washington to win that game as well.
Yo,
It won't make
Washington.
us no difference.
Nah. I mean, like I said, I know we can handle our food, but like, I'm
No,
tired of looking on Twitter.
I'm saying Washington winning don't hurt us because we beat
Nah.
Washington.
Yeah, it's just over for them.
Right.
They can go for a wild card spot for all we care. But look at Davis on this play. He's so close, man. He could have got his first NFL sack right here, misses, and then TJ cleans it up. That's what you were talking about. TJ cleans that up.
Right.
But Davis, like, dang, he slipped through my fingers.
That was the last and final sack. 9 sacks on the day for the Philadelphia
Shotgun.
Eagles.
Look, we dropping back, deep zone. Almost got another sack. Looks like a holding play. He dumps it off, goes out of bounds. Yeah, I do like the way this defense flies around, bro. Like I said, I think there's this team can win the nitty gritty. And like again, Detroit carved us up, no doubt about it. But the way we stuck our nose and stopped Dalvin Cook and them boys, and kind of did it at the same time today, like I feel like this defense can, and if it's phased to play different ways, like. Okay, this team gonna try to run down and throw. This team gonna try to quick game us. This team gonna try to take shots. I feel like as long as Gannon doesn't get passive in the first half, this defense can strike.
I feel like Jordan Davis is just getting his conditioning and wind down. I think Jordan Davis is about to turn up and I think Jordan Davis is about to show us why he number one pick.
Yeah, I would have loved for him to get a sack here, especially because it's the sack fest. Like you need to eat at the sack fest. I ain't going to the buffet. If I'm at the buffet with my boys, I'm getting a plate too. You heard? Like he needed a plate. He had his chance too. Look, Davis 101. It is what it is. Quick play. Epps. Look at that short tacker. Look at that. Epps been hitting too, man. Like
Epps steps up all the time.
We talk about all the people that just came here, right? But like they said, the unsung hero is TJ Edwards. You got Epps hitting. Look at that. Kaiser White.
That's what I like about TJ Edwards. And they were happy to fight for the job. You know, they weren't scared. They didn't want nothing given to them.
Nothing. Look at this. McPherson getting snaps at this point of the game. Like, sheesh. McPherson on the coverage right there. Scary Terry. It is what it is. Who scored the touchdown for the Commanders, actually? I forgot.
think it was Carson Wentz didn't throw one, so it had to be a run.
It's about that time.
Because they scored on this drive here, right?
Yeah. Believe so. Look at Wentz running for his life.
Oh, yeah, and that's all I was like. I wanted us to get 10 so bad, bro.
Yeah, that could have been for sure.
Like at this point, a lot of the Commanders fans left. They were trying to beat traffic.
Yeah, they definitely were leaving. Look at this. Patrick Johnson was in on a couple things, and he's like, yo, bro, I couldn't get a sack. Sheesh.
That's good pursuit, though.
There we go. Quick pass, caught. Number 15 breaks a Bradbury tackle. Like I said, it's at the end of the game. I ain't mad at it, but that's the one thing I've been low-key watching Bradbury for. Like, come on, Brad.
Right.
His tackling has been low-key a little bit.
He was tackling well that day, though.
Yeah, he did. Besides that, you know what I mean? But it's like
I feel like he had like 4 tackles on Sunday.
He definitely was in there more than normal.
That lets me know that he's a guy that understands what he needs to show that he's better at. Because it definitely was an emphasis on tackling. Yeah, I think they ran it in right here.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button wherever you're watching it. You know what I mean? If you're new to the channel, whether you hate her or not, hit the subscribe button because we know you're going to be able to hate all season because we're going to keep pounding the rock. It's a wrap.
Yeah, second team D-line is in at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gardner Johnson still hype.
Still hyped up. Did they score on a 4th down play or something?
Wentz looking. Just going to lob it up. That was the interception?
No, they still got the ball.
No, they're just showing the replay. Look at this.
Oh yeah, the replay from a different angle.
He literally
What's
just
that?
throws it up. Is this that It's
Yeah,
intercept.
that's a pick.
There was a flag on the play or something because that was a 2-point conversion.
Oh, that's how Epps got it. Okay, so where did the touchdown come into play?
So I guess that last one they said it was a touchdown when it was close.
Mm-hmm. So
They gave him the touchdown. Yeah, 2-point conversion interception. That still counts, right?
I don't think so. They should.
Somebody in the chat let us know? Does a 2-point conversion interception count on your like? Do we get credited for that?
It doesn't count for Carson Wentz as an interception. I know that much.
Because didn't say it.
Just out here running the clock on at this point.
No, it doesn't count.
Yeah. That's whack.
It's over. But like I said, I love Jalen Hurts' mindset. Of course, you probably see all the speeches he be doing, right? He gets so serious at the end. He lets that smile. Let's enjoy this. But at the end of the day, he's talking about all the things that we know we got to clean up. And it's just pretty much little things, right? Like Vikings, it was the flags. This game, it was just like a little execution, maybe some run blocking and some holes that we need to open up more for Miles and the boys. But to that second half, no points. It's how the game is called and how it's flowed. Yeah, we want to still get first downs with short passes and run plays, but look, I just think that once it's needed, it's going to be there. And I feel like this team is just because it's dynamic, don't mean that this is who we are. They understand that they could be so much better. But I love how he said it. He said, hey, AJ Brown told me we're a good team, and I know we're a good team. But there's still just something holding us back from being great. And that's what they're trying to get.
And AJ Brown is a guy who's been in a couple AFC championship games, I believe, right?
Yeah.
With the Tennessee Titans. So, he knows when he's on a good team.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like I said, the camaraderie in this locker room is at an all-time high. The playmaking abilities has been shown through 3 weeks. We got the only wide receiver trio. The only wide receiver trio in the NFL to have a 45-plus yard reception. That's explosiveness. Guess who leads the league in yards per attempt as a passer? Jalen
Hurts.
So Jalen Hurts is third in passing yards. He's top 5 in a lot of QBR passer rating stuff. And he's first in the NFL on yards per attempt. So there's no dinking and dacking. My bad. Is that too soon?
And shout out to the people, man, for tapping in. I can't see how many of you guys are in here.
Like
shout
750.
750? Wow. Shout out my guy Red. Shout out my guy Mir. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to the people, man. All y'all really know what it is, man. Next week, we definitely going to have the All 22 popping again with Dougie P and the Philadelphia Eagles as we attempt to go 4-0. I believe we will be 4-0. But, you got to tune in tomorrow for the keys to victory from me to see why I believe we will be 4-0.
Yeah. And then, like you said, we'll be breaking down stuff. Any news, rumors, opinions, all that stuff will be covered on both channels. Definitely go check it out. Hit the like button where you're watching it right now. It's free. It's easy, and it helps us out. Last but not least, every Tuesday this is going to be unless we play on prime time. And then like we say, we move on. We will still reference this game into what we got to do differently maybe next week. But after this, we move on. And listen, if we could get this out Monday, we would get this out Monday, but it doesn't come out until Tuesday. And,
I'll bring this one up whenever I want. We cooked them. We talk about this whenever we want. They was talking crazy. They got cooked. They got embarrassed. But we're going to flush this and move over to Jacksonville.
Yeah. Listen, as Eagles content for y'all, we going to just Tuesday, we're done. But we still going to troll whenever not troll, because trolling is when you're doing something that you can't do. We going to run a division on all social medias, and we still going to take shots, especially in the live streams. I might not mention them in a video, but there's too many people that come in the chat that piss us off.
Exactly. And you know, and shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to everybody that saw us at the tailgate as well. Philly Sports Trips. I want to you know, reiterate that for you guys, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Enjoy y'all night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. The voice is at 95%. It'll be good enough for this Sunday. We out. We out.